Okay, in my last video tutorial, I went over how to connect to Center V2. Now in this video tutorial, I'm going to go over some of the basic features and configuration of Center V2. Okay, so I'm just doing this at home, so I only have 2 test cameras here. And a lot of people are like, okay, so the cameras come up in random order. Well, they only show up during motion. If you need to pin that camera on there, you can just right click on the camera and go to live view. Whichever camera you click live view first goes into the first slot, second one will go into the second slot, and so on. Okay, now let's go ahead and go into the system configure and see what we can do in there. So I'm going to locate the preference settings and go up to system configure. And we can have the camera close automatically after motion is stopped, or we can go to manual close. So basically once the camera has motion, it'll just stay up there until you close it. Then we have some other options down here like auto run when Windows starts, and log in SMS server. I'm not too sure what the SMS server is, so I'm not really going to go over that. But I want this to load when Windows starts up, so I'm going to make a check mark there. And then let's go over to layout. And I'm going to change my main panel resolution to my resolution, which would be the 1680 by 1050. And then I have dual monitors. I'm going to go ahead and choose the floating event list. I'm going to choose the right because that's where my other monitor is. Now let's go over to network. Everything seems good in here. And then record. Here's the record path where the video recordings go. And let me go ahead and just change that. I'm going to change that to where my GeoVision recordings are going. Video 1, video 1, click OK. I'm just going to remove that default path. Recycle and enable recycle threshold. Let's change that to 1000 megabytes. Click OK. And then I'm just going to restart. Choose exit. And then all programs, Center V2, connect to Center V2. Now let's see here. Now I have the full panel, and my event list is actually on my other monitor. And let me get to that here in just a second. Okay, so this is my other monitor with the event list. And the event list is basically what tells us what's going on in each camera. Okay, so I'm going to do a small video recording, and I'll show you how to do that in a second, but I just want the event list to show. So I just started video recording inside of the bedroom cam. I'm going to stop that. As you can see, here's the recording. Just going to double click on that. And there's that video recording I just made. Okay, so let's click on the tools, and it'll give us some more options here. Let me increase the brightness. Ooh, it's crazy bright. Or we can decrease the brightness. I'm just going to increase that a little bit. We got our contrast. And let's see here. Cancel that. And then we have blur. And then we got sharpen. And then we got undo. There we go. All back to normal. And we got grayscale. Now we can save this, and we can either save it as an image or save it as an AVI. Let's go halfway through this video right here, and let's go save as image. I can just save this as test picture and save it on my desktop. I'm gonna drop this menu down. I'm gonna choose JPEG. JPEG's a little bit more compressed, Very nice. Now we got show date and time on image file and show time on image file. I'm going to leave that checked, and we'll choose black because it'll show up better. Now let's choose open. Now we just save that as a JPEG image. Now let's save the AVI. I'm just going to choose OK. And now we just saved the AVI on the desktop. And setup, open each video in the same window, open each video in its own window. It's pretty self-explanatory. Okay. We can print out this screen, this screenshot right here too. And copy and undo. And that's basically, we can zoom in or we can zoom out. That's basically the functions of this player. And then increase the speed by 4x. Looks like 8x is about the fastest it goes. Or we can play it in slow motion. Alright, let's go ahead and close out of here. And I'm just going to minimize this. And let's get back to the main screen. Okay, and that's it for the first part of this tutorial. Please watch the second part to finish what I have started here. Also, please visit us at www.palmvid.com.